friends, how are you all? Hope you are fine with the grace of the Almighty God. So already we have discussed various topics and we are at the end of the video. This is the last part of the video. So I hope that you are watching the video and you came to know about the chapter explanation. And our topic of the chapter is Bountiful Nature. This is class 5 social studies and our chapter number is chapter 5. So I hope that you have already watched the videos. If you did not watch the videos, go and watch the previous video, otherwise you won't understand what I have already taught. So what I have told in the previous class, just for explanation I will say. Today mainly we will teach or come to know about the alternative resource. But before coming to know about the alternative resource, just I will say, or just I will give the idea of the chapter. What this chapter is explaining is, or trying to say, is that there is a barefoot college which is in the state called Rajasthan, and in the state Rajasthan there is a place called Tilonia. In Tilonia this barefoot college is situated. Each year it is teaching nearly 180 women. These 100 women are from India, of the different backgrounds. Some are school dropouts, some are unable to go to the school because of various problems, okay. So and 80 are from the foreigners, okay. These 80 students are from the foreigners. So they are teaching how to make solar panels or how to fit the solar panels. Later on, this women only go to the various places of the India and they will teach others how to make the solar panels. So what we are discussing about the solar panels, how solar panels is useful. Before coming to know the use of the solar panels, we should know what is solar energy or solar panel is used for. The solar panel is means consuming the sunlight and keeping it trapped, okay. It helps us to hold the sun energy. So in this way the solar energy help us. So I think that you are able to understand that what the solar energy is helpful for. Later on, with the help of this solar energy only, people are cooking, okay. These are used for cooking. Also these are used for what called heating water. Then also it is used for you can say solar electrifications. Solar electrifications means you can say that you can run the fan, electricity, light. Also you can do whatever you like, okay. It can run the whole house also, okay. This much energy is produced by the heat of the sun, okay, the light of the sun. Now sunlight is transformed into the electrical energy only. So this is how with the help of the solar panel is done. So our earth is consist of the variety of the natural resources like light, air, water, plants and soil. Minerals are there, okay. This mankind requires these natural resources for the survival. Understood? So there was a time when the human being did not know how to use the natural resources. With the time they learned how to use them. There was a one time that people were not knowing that what is natural resources, what is resource only they don't know. So according to you, what is resource? You tell me first. I hope that you know the answer. If you don't know, so just for the revision I am saying, anything that is useful for you is the known as a resource. The mobile phone, with the help of this mobile phone only you are watching me, right? Understood? Now this is a resource and this is developed by whom? Humans only. The humans, with the proper knowledge, they have developed what? Mobile phones in order to for our own use. So this is a with the human knowledge, they have done the man's energy, okay. They have used the man's energy and the human's energy and they have built a what? A human resource. As a result, this mobile phone is useful for you. Now in this book it is not written that how many kinds of resources are there, but for just knowledge that you should know, there are 3 types of the resources. First is natural resource, second is what man-made resource, and third is human resources. Then what is natural resource? The resources that we get from the nature is known as the natural resources. Now for example is plants, animals, okay, air, water, sunlight. These all are natural resources. Then next is what? Man-made resource. Okay, you are staying in the house, you are sitting in the house, you can see the TV backside, you can see the laptop backside. These all are made by the man itself, okay. We made it with the help of the knowledge. Now this is called what? Man-made resources. When man makes the resource, when man makes something, that is known as a man-made resource. Now human resource is what? Now right now I am teaching to you, you are learning, okay. You are learning, you are taking the knowledge. With the proper knowledge later in the future you will become doctor, you will become scientist, you will become engineer, you will become advocate, whatever you like, right? So this is what human knowledge. So this is known as a human resource, which can means help us to make another resources. Okay, so this is what three types of resources are. But in this chapter we will discuss about two resources, that is natural resources and man-made resources. Okay, so natural resources, types of the natural resources is there. So there are some resources which can be used again and again, and such resource is known as a heat energy. These are also known as a renewable resources. What is renewable and non-renewable resources? The resources that which we can use again and again, which did not get exhaust or not get over, is called as a renewable resources. For example, sunlight, okay, wind, air, okay, water. These all are what? Renewable resources which do not get over. Okay, if gets, like for example, you may think that the water it may get over. No, water once used you can use it again. Okay, by help of the filtration, by the process of the filtration. Okay, filtration process we are doing, and again we can use it again. And this process is now help us to make the water, wastewater also usable. So this is also a renewable resource now. So the resource which we can use again and again is called what? Renewable resources. Now non-renewable resources, you may think, what is non-renewable resources? The resources, if once used, will not come back again or get exhaust, is called non-renewable resource. For example, petrol, diesel. Suppose petrol is filled in your car or bike. Okay, your father has filled the petrol and the diesel in your car or bike. Okay, now this petrol, when the switch bike will switched on or car will be started, car ignition will be started. After getting out, the petrol will be turned into the smoke. Can you turn this catch the smoke and bring it? No, we cannot do anything, right? So these are non-renewable resources. One used, you cannot bring it back, and once the petrol gets over, it will not come back. This is also a natural resource. It is produced by oneself. For this reason, what we need to do, we need to take out alternative resource. Alternative resource means another resource. Instead of petrol, what we can use? Sunlight, right? Now with the help of sunlight, buses are run, trams are run, these cars are run, then bikes, scooters. Okay, so many things are nowadays run by the help of the electrical energy. So you understood about this thing. Now the sun energy, okay, it is trapped in the, you can say, with the help of the solar panels. Later on we are using this sun energy in order to run our house. Okay, now you can say that the sun is a what? Resource. And it is a what type of resource? Renewable resource. Examples of the such natural resources are forests, agriculture, crop, grasses and animals. They are also regarded as renewable resource, as they can reproduce in the favorable condition. Because you see, forest will cut, it will grow again by itself. But you can see petrol is a non-renewable. Once get over, it cannot produce again. It needs the remains of the dead plants and animals, and it millions of the years to produce. Okay, one place petrol will be produced after the millions of the years. Now this is resulting, there are other natural resources also, such as minerals are there, metal, fossil fuels like coal and petroleum, which take millions of the years to form and are being used extensively by us, resulting that the steady depletion, means steady decrease. Okay, these are also called the non-renewable resources. These resources are available on the earth in a limited supply only. Okay, and if we are not careful, do not find alternative sources of energy, we may soon run out of this energy. Okay, which are vital or very important to our very existence. If we exist today, now if the resources are not there, what will happen to us? So it is very important resource for us, right? So what we need to do, we need to safeguard this resource, we need to protect these resources, right? So one more reasons for calling them non-renewable resources, because they cannot be used forever. We cannot use it forever, right? For example, if petrol, can you use petrol forever? No. Okay, only for one's purpose, for once you can use, right? So there are laws of the natural resources in the world that are either not known to us, or we do not know how to use them. still are undiscovered, you can say. So natural resources such as the vegetable, crops, water and fruits are used directly by us. And natural resources such as fossil fuels like remains of the dead plants and animals like petrol, these are refined many times when it comes to us. You know that petrol is totally black color. After the purification only it changes the color into the golden type, like goldish color it is. So fossils are fuels are remain refined, and petrol, diesel, kerosene etc. are obtained from them. Now you understood this one. Minerals are tested from these ores before they are used. Now importance of the natural resources, we will say, what is the importance of the natural resources? These are required in industries. For instance, coil in the steel plants metals like copper, aluminium to make the wires. Utensils, fossils, fuel. Okay. Now rubber for making pipes and tires. Due to the rise in the population or the global population, you can say, and industrial demand, the use of the natural resources has increased many times over, you can say. Now in fact every time that we use in our daily life is a form of the natural resource. Now if you say the importance of the natural resources, due to the rise of the industries and the population, especially population, okay, when the population, now you can say each and everyone has a car, each and everyone has a bike, okay, day by day people are buying, means now they are getting much facilities and they are buying car also, bike also. Because of this, you see the extensive use of the petrol is there, and the demand of the petrol and the price of the petrol also has been raised. Okay, for this reason, what does scientists and engineers do? They search the alternative resources, otherwise this will produce more pollution. Okay, so now conservation of the resources. If we say about the conservation of the resources, natural resources can be conserved by using alternative sources of energy like wind energy, solar energy, both which can be used for the generate electricity. It is important for us to conserve our resources for the future generation. It is very important we are using the today petrol, but future also generation should also use, right? For this reason the resources must be conserved, okay, for the future use also. Close monitoring by the government and environment can be great help. Creating awareness through the educational programs, TV and the newspaper in the both rural and urban areas can help in reducing the strain on the natural resources. Suppose if we advertise with the help of the television, if we advertise with the help of newspaper, magazine, now people will know the importance of the natural resources. As a result, there will be less stress. People will, now you see, by using the petrol, kerosene and polluting the environment, people are putting stress, people are giving pressure on the natural resources. As a result, these natural resources, now it will, as a result, the human life will be in danger. Nowadays earthquake and flood is coming, okay, which was not coming before time. It was not there. This much was these natural disturbance are too much nowadays. We are feeling too hot nowadays, cold and too cold. So nature is behaving abnormally. Why? Because of the what we are giving, we are getting back. If we are disturbing nature is disturbing us. So some steps to conserve the nature include protection of the flora and the fauna, that is plants and animals, planting trees or the afforestation, adopting cleaner and alternative fuels, using recyclable materials, using renewable sources of energy, adopting eco-friendly methods to protect the environment, separating biodegradable waste and the non-biodegradable waste. Biodegradable waste means the waste that get mixed with the soil. Non-biodegradable waste means the waste that did not get mixed with the soil. For example, you can say that biodegradable waste, if you say example, if I say of the biodegradable waste, is that the remains of the plants and animals, okay, it gets waste mixed up with the soil easily. But plastic, water bottle, okay, will not get mixed up with the soil. It takes after millions or trillions of the years also, maybe it will not mix up. So these are non-biodegradable waste. So what we should do, we should treat it, or we should recycle, right? So conserving of the water, closing the taps when they are not being used, using the public methods of transport that help us to save the fuel, using CNG, that is compressed natural gas, to run the vehicles, preventing the soil erosion and preserving its fertility. So alternative resources, if we say, the resources due to the sharp rise in the human population, what does the scientists and engineers do? They have always looking forward for the alternative resources. Now alternative resources will help us to run the cars, okay, would help us to, now it will take place of the fossil fuel, right? So in the Japan there are cars that run on the solar energy. In here also it is there nowadays. In Japan only, not in India also it is there that run on the solar energy. This is why solar energy also called the important of the natural resources for the future use also. Okay, so what we learned in chapter is that all about the preservation of the resources, the conservation of the resources. As a result, we have to create a very beautiful nature of our own. We can know that the nature is in our own hand, and what we do, what we do to the nature, nature will give us back. So handle the nature very carefully. I hope that you have understood the explanation. If you have doubt or something, you can ask me directly in the live class. I hope that you will attend the live class. Come in the live class daily, but don't make noise, be quiet. If the teacher says to unmute, unmute, and you can ask the question. For asking question only, do unmute, otherwise don't unmute. Okay, so I hope that you understood the explanation of the chapter. Next day you will be given out the question answers, and explanation of the question answers will be done. Till then, that take care. Thank you. Bye bye.